Jesus with the shine, with the pure eyes, like a little shadow in the night. It's the son of God, that is so beautiful.
poem, but I'm not going to sing it here.
but it is something that you have to give human values, enrich them with human values, and that's what I'm working on. Percentage doesn't matter. Let's just cut it short. I'll just tell you a short little story, which you might be probably knowing, and after that I'll just tell you a few things and just conclude. The story goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a very happy family, and the father, grandfather eating on a table. And this grandfather suddenly coughed. While they were having their food, this grandfather suddenly coughed. And when he coughed, some food grains came out of his mouth, the grandfather's mouth, and fell on the table. And immediately his son looked at the father and said, "Daddy, behave yourself." After some time again, after a little while again, the father, he was pretty old, he again coughed. And again food spilled here and there. And then the son picked up his father and said, "Daddy, just come with me." The son caught his father, the son was probably our age. He caught the father, took him to the next room and said, "From today onwards, Daddy, you will get your food in the bedroom, because you do not know how to sit
special request you to come here. Now I will invite Somitra to come and lastly, Rajiv.
Where did you see this?
Thank you very much, ma'am.
I'm sorry I forgot to invite all of you to come and visit Stewart School. Your contribution is needed, not in terms of money, but in terms of your expertise. All you are well placed. Kindly come and give me a helping hand to build Stewart School higher.
ओए प्रकाश एक सिग्नेचर उसमें करवाऊंगा मैं